Good morning and welcome to this week's Cum Laude ceremony. May I ask that you put your phones on silent and place all personal belongings beneath your seats and stand for the arrival of the official party and the singing of the national anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advanced Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advanced Australia fair. Beneath our radiant Southern Cross we'll toil with hearts and hands to make this Commonwealth of ours renowned of all the lands. For those who've come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share. With courage let us all combine to advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advanced Australia fair.
Good morning, everyone. Please take a seat. Good morning to staff, students and to our guests to the school this morning, the parents and friends of our prize winners. Welcome to the school's 25th Annual Cum Laude Assembly. To commence, I would like to welcome our guest speaker this morning, past grammarian from 2012, Harshal Pillay. In his final year, Harshal was captain of the school as well as Dux of the school, winning subject prizes for chemistry, English, mathematics C and drama. He was also a recipient of a Morwood Academic Award. Harshal is currently in his final year of his medical degree at JCU, and I had the opportunity to have a chat with him a week or so ago. And he is a young man who has travelled a most interesting path, and I am certain that you will enjoy his presentation today. Please make Harshal welcome back to his school. Today we celebrate 284 students from years 5 to 12 receiving recognition for their academic achievement. I would also like to make a special mention of our 12 Year 5 students who are receiving their first Cum Laude awards. Well done. The prime purpose of education is the development of the human intellect in all of its dimensions: social, cultural, moral, spiritual, emotional, and physical. With this purpose at the core of our teaching and learning, education should prepare students to become independent, informed, and responsible citizens, and to empower them to deal with the complexity, diversity, and change evident in an increasingly globalised world. As a school community, it is imperative that we empower our students with a love of learning and a healthy spirit of inquiry, by which the young men and women in our care will learn the skills to not only access knowledge, but also to apply it in the world in which they will inhabit. It is my view that this environment exists at Townsville Grammar School. Through a program of philosophical debate, strategic development, policy development and implementation, student and parent liaison, revised organisational structures and staff development, a forward-thinking and progressive ethos has been established at Townsville Grammar School. An environment has been created in which students are challenged to apply themselves to their learning, strengthening the ability of our staff to deliver differentiated academic programs that meet the needs of our students, all within a framework of traditional school values. In doing so, a stimulating, balanced and inclusive educational environment has been provided where students feel comfortable to take appropriate risks to challenge their intellectual, physical and personal growth. The purpose of today's assembly is to unashamedly celebrate academic excellence and the virtues of hard work and scholarship. The school's academic charter identifies the importance of an environment where learning and scholastic achievement are highly valued, and above all else, an environment where it is okay to do well. For me, I do not think we can ask any more of students to do their very best, but at the same time, we should not expect anything less. The Cum Laude Awards are an important and integral element of our academic culture, and it is important that we savour and celebrate academic success. This morning we have the opportunity to acknowledge the students in years 5 to 9 who performed at the highest academic levels throughout semester 1. I offer my congratulations to all of the awardees, and I also extend my sincere thanks to those who provide significant assistance to our students as well, parents, families and school staff, who do so much to ensure that students here today are able to achieve their very best. Congratulations to all. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly, official party, parents, teachers, and fellow students. It is my pleasure to welcome our guest speaker to the ceremony today. Harshal Pillai joined Townsville Grammar School at our Annandale campus for Year 6 in 2006. Quickly, he immersed himself in the co-curricular offerings at the time and was noticed for his strong academic ability. In his time at the school, he was the recipient of numerous Cum Laude Awards, Speech Night Awards, Ducks of Year 7, 11 and 12. He received the R.P. Rubin Prize for Chemistry, Normal Selwyn Memorial Prize for English, A.H. Anderson Prize for Mathematics C, and the Subject Prize for Drama. He received high distinctions in the Australian Mathematics Competition, ICAS Science and ICAS Information Technology examinations. He received the highest mark in the state for his Trinity College Grade 8 Speech and Drama exam. Within the co-curricular realm of the school, he participated in interschool cross-country, athletics, grammar singers, liaison, and debating. He received the award for Age Champion for Athletics and was selected to represent Queensland in long jump, triple jump, and high jump. He performed on the stage in a lead role in the school's production of the Caucasian Chalk Circle, and in 2012, Harshal was selected as school captain and became the recipient of the Chelmsford Cup for Best All-Round Boy. After finishing school, he enrolled in a Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery at James Cook University, later taking 3 years off during the degree to pursue his interests in theatre, travel, and research. He performed the lead role of Marius in the Townsville Choral Society's production of Les Miserables and successfully made the shortlist for the National Institute of Dramatic Art. He has taken the time to travel to the United States, Japan, India, New Zealand, and Singapore. This year, Harshal is involved in research on the applications of machine learning to cardiovascular MRI imaging and will be finishing his degree. In 2023, he will be completing his internship at the Princess Alexandra Hospital. Can you please warmly welcome to the lectern, Harshal Pillai.
Let me put my glasses on. This is how I know I'm getting old. Good morning to the official party, invited guests, teachers, and students. And of course, congratulations to all of our years 5 to 9 Cum Laude winners today. And thank you, Dylan. That was a wonderful introduction. It's a tremendous honor to be here today to have a chance to speak to you all. One of the things about getting older and needing glasses is that you forget what it's like to be a certain age. It's been some 15 years now since I first came to grammar as a young year 7, and truthfully, I don't remember much about who I was at that point. So I thought I'd take the time to go digging through some old folders, and I found an old report card to see what my teachers had to say. Miss Kybus wrote, "Harshal is a pleasant student, but he has increasingly needed reminding to resist talking in class. And although well-intentioned, he is not focusing as well as he could. Of particular concern is his organization with regards to bringing books and handouts to class and completing homework. I'd like to tell you I've become more organized over time, but I was up late last night writing this speech." So in thinking about what to say to you all today, I thought about what I would want to say to my younger, more disruptive self, not that he would listen. I'd want to share some of the lessons I've learned about life since finishing school. And so in turn, I will share those lessons with you. I want to start by talking about a piece of advice which I think is given to every young middle school, high school, university student around the world. It's a piece of advice I know I was sick of hearing by the time I graduated, and one that I've never fully understood. That piece of advice is follow your passion. I think a lot of mine and the younger generation have heard follow your passion so much that we think if we can just find and follow this elusive passion, it will be the solution to all of our problems. Personally, I think that nothing could be further from the truth. Let me explain. I grew up with a love of science and helping people, and so I thought medicine would be perfect for me. So I did what everyone told me to do. I followed my passion. I worked hard, applied, and got in. Once I got in, I thought, finally, I've made it. I followed my passion, everything's going to fall into place. So I relaxed. I stopped working hard. I didn't attend many lectures. I did the bare minimum to get by. And after a few years, I came to a realization. I hated it. What had I done wrong? I'd followed my passion, and yet I was deeply unhappy and unfulfilled. So I took a few years off to travel and reflect, and I had something of an epiphany. You cannot simply follow your passion. Passion will not come, take you gently by the hand, and lead you to success and happiness. I hadn't put in the time or the work necessary to truly do justice to my profession, and I felt unhappy. So instead of follow your passion, my first lesson is this: deserve your dream. I think a lot of the unhappiness in our generation comes from asking what the world can offer us instead of asking what we can offer the world. So what can you do to deserve your dream? This brings me to my second lesson: process over results. I don't know if many of you have watched Good Will Hunting. I'm sure teachers and parents have. It's the story of a young janitor at MIT who one day solves an impossible problem on the blackboard of a graduate mathematics class, to everyone's astonishment. I'm sure many of you have seen similar stories in movies and TV shows. The unsuspecting genius who wakes up late but somehow always knows the answer. Many of us watch these scenes and feel inspired. Don't. The truth is, the best in any profession are not the most talented. The best are the ones who wake up every day with the intention to be better than the day before. For 20 years, Kobe Bryant woke up at 3 a.m. every day to train and studied hours of film every night. Russell Crowe used to be able to recite his scripts from front to back and back to front. These people rose to the very top of their professions, not just because of their talent, but because they focused on the process of improving each and every day. They worked to deserve their dream. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." Instead of focusing so much on your goals, Focus instead on what you can do every single day to better yourself. You'll find as you continue to work, the results will come. It will be difficult. It will require discipline and sacrifice. You will fail and fail again. It will hurt. For every achievement that Dylan read out, I could tell you of 50 other failures. But as Paulo Coelho said in The Alchemist, the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself, and no heart has ever suffered when it goes in search of its dreams. My third lesson, cultivate your friendships. When you're at school, it's easy to keep in touch with your friends. You see them every day in class and at lunchtime. You do choir or after-school sport with them, and it's a wonderful time of your life, so cherish it while you have it. After you leave school, though, many of your friends will leave the city, the state, even the country, and keeping in touch becomes a lot harder. Jobs, university, relationships, God forbid, kids, makes maintaining friendships exponentially more difficult. I've been fortunate enough to maintain a close group of friends from school who I've watched go through many hardships and successes, just as they have watched me go through mine. These are the people. Make an active effort after you leave school to see and talk to the people you care about, because when you need them the most, these are the people who will be here for you. My fourth lesson, this is an important one, be nice to your parents. I'll tell you a little known secret about adults, okay? A lot of the time, we have no idea what we're doing. Your parents are trying very hard to do the very best they can for you. They're worried about whether they're putting too much pressure on you or too little. Even if you clash with them from time to time, understand that each and every one of you has been sent to the school because your parents value your education and care deeply about your future. So next time they ask you how your day at school was, try and do a little better than good. So be nice to your parents, and my next lesson, be nicer to your teachers. I'd like to take this chance to apologize to a couple of teachers. Doc Moores, I sat with 3 other boys at the back of the class, Bryce, Blake, and Jamison. I apologize on behalf of all of us for not having done homework once over 2 years. I think one week we told her that one dog ate all 4 of our homework pieces. Wasn't true. Mr. Malchiori, I'm sorry that I used to swing on my chair during class and tell you I was moving to sit next to my friends to tutor them. In all seriousness, though, let me tell you something about teachers. Writing an essay on Hamlet is hard. I'll tell you what's harder. Marking 23 of those assignments after hours without pay, while giving personalized feedback to each student before telling your parents at parent-teacher interviews that, yeah, your child's doing okay, but they'd do better if they focused a touch more, when what they really want to say is you'd do better if you stopped talking every 4 seconds and actually did your homework, and then your teachers go home to have a glass or 3 of wine to de-stress and do it all the next day. Teachers, you can all thank me later. Seriously though, your teachers work harder than you know, and no one's going to be more happy with your success than them, so show them some appreciation. Finally, my last lesson, be nicest to yourself. Growing up as a young person in school is difficult. Keeping up with social media trends, this new be real thing my sister's talking to me about, I don't know what that is. The pressures of school, extracurriculars, friendship dramas, it's all difficult. So take the time to be nice to yourself. Make sure you're eating well, sleeping well, keeping an eye on your mental health and reaching out when you feel like you need help. Maybe even try putting your phone away an hour before bed. So there you have it. Those are my lessons I've learned since finishing school. Don't just follow your passion, deserve your dream by focusing on process over results. Cultivate your friendships, be nice to your parents, be nicer to your teachers, and be nicest to yourself. Thank you.
Harsha, wonderful, wonderful words. and some great lessons for us all, not just the young people in the audience, but also the elder people as well. I'd like to recognise our Cum Laude recipients from Year 5. Moira Benival. Ed Bentley. Lean Bilal. Tien Eun Chan. Sophia Choi. Elowan Devine. Margaret Goff. Jack Jackson. Yanai Kerrett. Victoria McQueen. Nanika Ponangi. And Luca Twycross. Can we please put our hands together for our Year 5 Cum Laude recipients? Congratulations. Our Year 6 award winners: Brock Baker, Aaron Binnell, Grace Fraser, Grace Kennedy, Joshua Kwa, Saravi Pandy, Atitya Padnaik, Angus Reddy, Tennille Round, Sharika Senthil, Aisha Senthuran, Jay Singh, Ryan Wells, Zachary White, Oliver Wilkinson, and Neo Fatos Yalaridis. Neo's giving me a big smile with the pronunciation of his name. Very important. Can we please put our hands together for our Year 6 recipients? Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly, special guest, Mr. Harshal Pillay, colleagues, parents, Cum Laude award winners and students. I would like to say that I was completely aware of Harshal's antics with his fellow students at the back, and I do know who the ringleader was. For the past 2 years, the education sector, in light of the global pandemic, has focused on youth resilience and strategies to cope in the changing educational environment. The ability of our students to rapidly adapt and to bounce back when faced with a period of absence through illness, to remain focused and determined with their studies and to work with perseverance are all qualities that have been embraced by our students. Today, I congratulate our award winners for successfully navigating a path with their academic studies to ensure they performed at the highest level. It required determination, a support network that included their families and teachers, a desire to seek and then act on feedback, and a continual drive to achieve their personal best, so well done. For those of you who are not receiving awards today, I encourage you to reflect on your study practices and look for ways to improve, whether this is through focusing on your work ethic, asking questions and seeking feedback during class, or putting together a weekly planner of activities that allows you to have dedicated time for your academic studies. I look forward to seeing more of you on the stage next year. Today I'll be announcing the award winners in each year level, and I ask that you hold your applause until all the students are assembled at the front of the stage. Year 7 Cum Laude winners: Daniel Ong, Ted Costello, David Gollidge, Ben Cohen, Julia Richardson. Please congratulate our Year 7 Cum Laude Award winners. There are a few students who are absent today, so I will mention their names as they come across. Maisha Jane was in that Year 7 group as well. Year 8, Chelsea Au. Harry Baxter, Sophia Blanco-Boyle and Noah Boggold, Jack Dempsey, Joshua Dreyer, Layla Evans, Grace King, Chloe Langtree, Andrea Masumba, Shreya Runabat, Grace Salzer, Heidi Claire Zahn. Please congratulate our Year 8 Cum Laude Award winners. Year 9, Joel Brandy, Abhijay Dasgupta, Jai Heeb, James Lane, Cherry Lung, Ella McDonald, Holly Milivojevic, Chow Hee Moon, Miles Siegel. Please congratulate our Year 9 Cum Laude Award winners. Our Magna Cum Laude Award winners: from Year 7, Hannah Blyes, Rasika Chowdhury, Arnika Chavan, Jocelyn Zhang, Min Jong Kim, Akshaya Malia, Chris Ram. Please congratulate our Year 7 Magna Cum Laude Award winners. Year 8, Esther Harris, Layla Horsington, Harper McInnes, Advet Sadhu, Joshua Sori, Larissa Wagale Kumbere, please congratulate our Year 8 Magna Cum Laude. Year 9, Max Askew, Clara Cumming, Jackson Humphrey, Quincy O'Leary, Christopher Taylor. Please congratulate our Year 9 Magnets. Maxima Cum Laude Award winners in Year 7, Annabelle Brown, Mo Sedong, Ethan Kwa, Poppy Morris, Phoebe Morris, Tushar Nalavde, Denali Sendanayaka, Clara Wynne, please congratulate our Year 7 Maximas. Year 8, Sophie Andrews, Luke Broadfoot, Ranu Kana, Benjamin Parsons, Ashmitha Prabhaharan, please congratulate our Year 8 Maxima Cum Laude Award winners. Delighted to see so many Year 9 award winners in this category. Well done. Year 9 Maxima Cum Laude Award winners, Sharava Hooja, Abdullah Alatmum, Matilda Arnold, Audrey Barch, Sally Broad, Oscar Caniato, Cody Collins, Matilda Costello, Jenna Curtis, Eleanor Howard, Ruby Ironside, Matthew Lai, Erin Maidman, Isha Mulgan, Sarah Marshman, Ruby Menzies, Zara Moller, Gemma Morris, Rohan Laude, Arjun Nigam, Kritika Ponangi, Harini Ramesh, Anjali Rao, Vienne Richardson, Erica Round, Winnie Shaw, William Smith. Please congratulate our Year 9 Maxima Cum Laude Award winners.
As our students take a seat, it gives me great enjoyment to be able to welcome to the front to perform for us, as they already have, our Grammar Brass Ensemble, who will be performing We Don't Talk About Bruno. Can we please welcome them to our meeting today?
Thank you to the brass ensemble for your wonderful performance. Can we please give them another round of applause? On behalf of the entire school community gathered here today, including our award recipients and parents, I'd like to thank Harshal Pillai for taking the time to come in and talk to us today. Your words were incredibly insightful and truly inspiring. Thank you.
Arum lapides argentum, numero correns omentum, opus fossilis naturae, patribus sunt nostris corde, edagamus, meliores ut fiamus, sicut bene hoc intronto, melius hinc exeator. Dum sessenti townsvillores, nostros diligemus lares, stella splendescent niture, townsvillores puriore, edagamus, meliores ut fiamus, sicut bene hoc intronto, melius hinc exeator.
That concludes our 25th annual Cum Laude Awards presentation ceremony for the junior and middle school. I ask that you please stand once more for the departure of the official party.